What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports, and the only thing good happening in Philadelphia sports right now is the Philadelphia 76ers. They are currently 19-9 in third place in the Eastern Conference behind Milwaukee and Toronto, and it's obvious that the addition of Jimmy Butler to this team has put us in a really great position to get into the playoffs and probably get past the second round. We see players improving like Ben Simmons and TJ McConnell. We see JJ Redick even improving a little bit. We also see Joel Embiid improving a little bit, but over recent games, the media has hyped up a little bit that Joel Embiid is having problems with Jimmy Butler and the way Embiid is being used in the lineup. But by far, it's no way a shot at Butler. Embiid loves Butler. He loves who he is. He loves him as a teammate. This is more of a kind of a question to Brett Brown, saying that Embiid is not being used properly, and he wants to be played where he is dominant at, because over the past couple games we see that he's getting dominated down low, he's getting dominated at the perimeter. So could this just be a way he's being used, or could this just be that Embiid's just a little tired? Because in that press conference, he said he hasn't been playing really good the past couple of games. It probably just could be he just looked very exhausted after that, so he possibly just could have needed rest. And then he can get back to being the player we all know and love. And yeah, I just think right now Embiid just needs a little rest, but also could be a way that he's being used on the court. But I still think Embiid is going to be fine the rest of the season. He's been one of the best players in the NBA currently, and I think he can still possibly be that MVP candidate for the Sixers. And we also see Ben Simmons after the Butler trade. He's been getting a lot better. And ever since he started wearing the headbands, he's been playing a lot better with Jimmy Butler. But past game, Jimmy Butler, he injured his groins. I haven't really seen any news about if there's any length of injury, or is it just a couple days he needs to rest to rest his groin a little bit. So I really haven't seen any news on that. But the more annoying news coming out of the Sixers the past couple of weeks and months has been Markelle Fultz and his freaking arm, whatever is wrong with him. He's been seeing specialists over the past couple months. What the first specialist said, there's really nothing wrong with Fultz. It's just all confidence and mental issues that he's having. It's just like the yips or something like that. But then after he fired that specialist, he's been currently seeing other specialists in New York and stuff like that. He hasn't been playing with the team at all until he can figure out what is wrong with his arm. And one specialist said there is a problem with his shoulder, that he is having issues shooting that could affect his issues with shooting the ball, which I don't know how that can happen transitioning into the NBA. When he was in Washington, he looked really good. Everyone touted him as being the number one first overall pick. So this has just been, I'm not blaming the Sixers for the pick at all, because everyone's saying, oh, why didn't we just draft Tatum? Tatum was not expected to go first overall. It was all scouts everywhere, all combines were saying Fultz was the definite number one overall pick. And the Sixers moved up so they can ensure that they get Markelle Fultz. So it's not a fault on the Sixers. It's just everyone's complaining that and I'll admit he hasn't been a first overall pick the way he's playing on the court. So honest to God, right now I'm just done with Markelle Fultz and this whole issue. I get it right now. He has no value. No team wants him. So there's really no use of getting rid of him. So I think he's just stuck with the team, and the team is stuck with him. But right now I'm just done with Markelle Fultz, because this whole nonsense is just becoming annoying, and it's becoming a cancer. And the Sixers have been fine without him. And Shamet, he's getting a lot more time. I loved what I've seen from Shamet. He could be a really deep scoring threat as he gets older and he gets more confident in the NBA. He's a really good three-point shooter, and I really believe he can become a major deep point threat as he gets older. So, I really do think the Sixers are a major contender to get to at least the conference finals. Right now, I don't think we're on that step to get to the NBA finals, but we possibly could. Anything could happen in the NBA, because right now we have the same record as the Golden State Warriors, so let that sit for a little bit. And yeah, I think the Sixers will be fine going into the playoffs, because they're majorly expected just to make the playoffs right now, because the rest of the East is Even Boston, they're struggling a little bit. So right now the top 3 teams are currently Toronto, Milwaukee, and Philadelphia. So I think that if the Sixers stay at the place they are, I think they'll be fine. I think right now they just need to get over. Right now it's Toronto because Toronto is playing really good right now, and I think we played one game against Milwaukee right now. So yeah, I think the Sixers will be fine. So what do you guys think about the Sixers right now? How do you think they're going to improve down the course of the rest of the season? And where do you think the Sixers can do when they get into the playoffs? Like, what do you think they do? Where do you think they go? And how far do you think they can go? So don't forget to drop a like on the video, boys, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.